Adam alayhi salam. Okay. From the next ayah, ayat number 40, the story of Bani Israel is starting. And that goes for some time in the Quran, in Surah AlBaqarah. Next 670 or 80 ayahs just go with the story of Bani Israel and few other things in between. Okay? So let's just do a translation here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya Bani Israel. He is addressing the children of Israel. Who are the children of Israel? Children of Israel is the name of Yaqub alayhi salam. The title is Yaqub alayhi salam is Israel. Okay? The meaning of Israel is Abdullah. In Hebrew, Israel means Abdullah, servant of Allah. Yaqub alayhi salam was called servant of Allah. So Israel means Yaqub alayhi salam, who was son of Ishaq alayhi salam and grandson of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Okay? From Yaqub alayhi salam, the division takes place. Ibrahim alayhi salam has two sons. One is Ismail alayhi salam, and the progeny of Ismail alayhi salam are the Arabs. Okay? The other son is Ishaq alayhi salam, his son Yaqub alayhi salam, and his sons who migrated to Egypt with Yusuf alayhi salam and then came out of Egypt with Musa alayhi salam. They are called Bani Israel. Okay.
So what was after Yaqub alayhi salam?
Yaqub alayhi salam's son Yusuf was taken as a slave child to Egypt. And then all his brothers came to Egypt and they became a nation there under pharaohs. And then in the time of Musa alayhi salam, they all left Egypt and came back to Palestine. So all those people are called Bani Israel. While the other son who was in Makkah, Ismail alayhi salam, his progeny of Israel called Banu Ismail. And Arabs are from that generation.
Zurhum.
Zurhum. So not all the Arabs, but the Arabs of that area, because other Arabs are converted Arabs. Egypt and Syria and all those, they became Muslims. But they are not from the progeny of Ismail alayhi salam. The people of the peninsula of Arabia, from Makkah and around, they are the offspring of Ismail alayhi salam. Okay.
So until the Yaqub alayhi salam, they were still in Arab area, and then
He was in not Arab area, he was in Palestine.
Yaqub alayhi salam was also.
No, he was not in Arab. The Makkah, only Ismail alayhi salam was left in Makkah area. That is Arabia. Then Palestine is the area where Ishaq alayhi salam migrated, and that Yaqub alayhi salam was born there, and Yusuf alayhi salam from that area was taken to Egypt. Okay?
And then Musa alayhi salam back to Palestine.
Musa alayhi salam brought the nation of Israel, Jews, back to Palestine from the slavery of Pharaoh. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, now in the time of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, some of the Jews had migrated to Medina. Okay? And these are the Jews who live in Medina, and they were expecting that a prophet will come among them. And this prophet will bring back to the nation of Israel to a glory, to a height. Unfortunately, from their point of view, Prophet ﷺ was not born among them. He was born in Makkah to Quraysh. And when they found out that this person is now claiming to be a prophet and claiming to have a book of Allah, because he was not from among them in Medina, they turned against Prophet ﷺ. They turned against Prophet ﷺ. the conflict did not start until migration, because Prophet ﷺ had the problems with Quraysh in Makkah. They were not believing him. So when he left Makkah and he went to Medina, now in Medina he was accepted and he was gaining power there. People were becoming Muslims there. So now there was a challenge for the Jews of Medina. So they did not accept Prophet ﷺ as a prophet. Okay? So conflict started there. They disbelieved him, they rejected him, and they turned against him to do the different wars and battles, helping the kuffar of Makkah against Prophet ﷺ.
Even though they know the truth.
Even though they knew the truth. So next several ayats now are challenging those Medina's Jews and covering the entire Jews, because these Jews had relationship to the other Jews in Palestine. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya Bani Israel, O children of Israel. Bani means children. Next word is Uzkuru. Uzkuru means remember. Remember, Ni'mati, my favor. My favor. Allati, that favor, An'amtu alaykum, which I bestowed or did to you. All my favor in the past, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding how He brought them out of the slavery of the Pharaoh, how He made kings among them, how much power He gave them in the days of Dawud alayhi salam, in the days of Sulaiman alayhi salam, in the days of other prophets who kept coming there. These are all the favors. Until the day of Isa alayhi salam, when they turned against Isa alayhi salam again also. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said He kept giving them favor after favor. So that's what's being said here. Remember all the favors I did to you. Alaykum is to you. And then Allah says that at the time when you were given Torah, in the days of Musa alayhi salam, you and me had a truce, a mithaq, a covenant. At the time of Musa alayhi salam, when they were given Torah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made a mithaq. Mithaq means an agreement between two parties. That mithaq was between the Jews of that time, who were the followers of Musa alayhi salam, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that mithaq is being repeated as we read more ayats. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the details of that covenant. So Allah says that if you remember that ahad, mithaq, agreement, you fulfill that, and I will fulfill my mithaq, my agreement, my part of the agreement. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding them in the Quran. And one of the important part of the mithaq was that when I send my prophets to you, you will be with them, you will help them, you will strengthen them. Okay? Now this prophet has come to you. Keep your promise. Be with this prophet, help him, accept him. Okay? I will do my mithaq with you. Bi ahadi. Ufi bi ahadikum means I will fulfill my part of the mithaq. Ahad means mithaq. Kum means to you. What mithaq I did, what I did to you, I will fulfill that. Okay? Wa iyaya farhabun, and Allah says, fear only me. Do not fear anybody else. Okay? So this is the meaning. There is a lot of background in as we study the further ayats about the disobedience of Bani Israel. Allah's anger upon them. Okay? Anger after anger. Okay? So this is a very detailed topic. So once we translate, then you will really fully understand all little details of this mithaq. Okay? So Ya Bani Israel, Bani means sons. No, sons. Bani means children. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing Bani Israel, O children of Yaqub alayhi salam's progeny. Okay? Ya means O. Bani means children. Okay? Israel. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing all the Bani Israel, but the first ones who are listening are the Jews of Medina. Because they are Arabic speaking. They speak Arabic language. They live in Medina. They are very close to Prophet ﷺ in the neighborhood. And they are getting the Quran directly in the language they understand. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to them, O children of Israel. O children of Israel. And for understanding, these are the Jews in Medina. Then the next word is Dal, Kaf and Ra. This means to remember. Zakara means to remember. Okay? Uzkur is a command. Remember. Uzkur means remember. Someone wants to make sure that you remember what you did. So he's telling you, remember that something I told you yesterday, for example. So Allah is saying that remember. And its plural is uzkuru. So if this is for one person, remember one person. And uzkuru remember, and it is for group. All. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling, Ya Bani Israel, O children of Israel, uzkuru, remember. When you read combining, you will read Ya Bani Israel ladhkuru. You combine lam of this Israel to dal here, so you don't recite alif in between, and it becomes hamzatul wasl. So remember. Okay. Then the next word starts with noon, ayn, and mim, and its ni'matun is the noun. Ni'matun means favor. Ni'matun means favor. Okay? And ya means mine. Mine or mine. So when you combine these two, this is written as ni'mati. Mati means my favor. Ni'mati means my favor. So remember my favor. Allah is saying, remember my favor.
Yeah means mine. What's the bottom after under the mine?
My or mine.
Okay, I can think.
Yeah. My or mine. Okay, both meanings. So here you just say my favor. Okay? And the word allati means that.
Ni'ma also means gift.
Yeah, ni'matu means gift. There are many meanings. Favor means gift also. Blessing also. Okay? Allati means that or she. We just saw the word allazi was he, allati means she or that. So here the meaning is that. So and why we are using the feminine? Because ni'matun is feminine. Remember, whenever there is a ta marbuta, that word is feminine. So remember my ni'mat, my favor that an'amtu. Okay?